He'll call for the fair catch here.
For this one, the booth's shaking underneath us, guys.
Now on the option. Got the first down and more. Racing to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 10.
And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back, everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all...
And the quarterback is snowed under. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's got the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot at this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Back to the ground game on the left.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 20.
Can anyone catch him? He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Touchdown time in Tennessee. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. It's caught downfield. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by
lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Here comes the offense on second down. He has the first and still on his feet. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the shotgun.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Motion from the offense. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running with power. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown ball! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Game of the day, guys. Arguably the game of the season, and we've got an update. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Matthews.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Unleashes one. Pulls it in. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Sampson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Feeling, trying to get behind the defense. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This would have been a massive field goal try from 55 yards out. Instead, they'll go for it and try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Might be looking to run. They get to him as he throws. Makes a connection. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeps it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
A loss of 12 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the game tied.
And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Texas.
Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
That's reeled in. It's Golden. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes his man miss. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not...
Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They go right back to it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Tackle is made after the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you've got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Baxter. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
More to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Staley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
To the air, it's Iamaleava.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots, when they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to
Off he goes! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want them.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Utah found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Salt Lake City. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll throw it on first down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. Got a man. It's Moss. Oh, what a move! Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback extends the play. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. He's going to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And it's caught! Touchdown, Volunteers! On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. Texas. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Touch pass on the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. He's tackled at the 22. Second down coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point. You're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He'll take a shot. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
looking to throw. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.